All right, here we have another fan to film. This is a Shark Flexbreeze outdoor pedestal fan. I believe it's an outdoor fan, I'm not sure. Because usually it would have like the water tank on them. And I gotta say that this fan is awesome. This is a really nice fan. And I'm gonna explain why this fan is just phenomenal. So you might be asking, is this a Woozoo made fan? Well, it's not a Woozoo fan, but it's a Woozoo made fan, and basically this is why this is a very nice fan that complements the fans that Woozoo made. So first of all, one thing that this fan has that's very similar to the Woozoo fans is the blade. It's a very wide and really deep pitched blade that Woozoo also used on their fans. I actually do have a Costco video right here on this TV, and this one right here is the gray version. This is the black version. This is the gray version. Sold at Costco. I believe this one is from Home Depot. And this one, this is a very nice fan. Just so you guys know that this is this is only maybe 3 feet tall. I'm assuming this Alaska fan over here. By the way, I reviewed that fan last year. I'm gonna do a remake for this one of that one for this year as well. Probably extends up to around 4 feet in diameter or in height. This one, I'm not sure about that. I believe you could convert this into a desk fan, even though they do make a desk version with a tripod, and they sell it at Target. But yeah, so it has the very deep pitched blades that are very pointy, and basically Woozoo made the same fan that had the same design. This is also pretty heavy. With these smart fans that you would find, they're very heavy, but there is the back of it. So it's got a handle, a very weird looking handle, and a place to sit the remote on when you're not using the fan remote. And I think this is a garden hose connection, even though usually these misting fans that were made usually would have like a tank at the bottom of the base, and would have that. I think this one is an oscillating fan. I'm not sure. I'm not going to try that in this video because it's, yeah. And then here's the plug for it. It's a big adapter for the fan. And of course, with this fan being, let's see if this fan is good.
No, because I don't think it's probably this one.
This one is actually, the bottom is weighted, and I believe it's also a rotating base because like fans that Woozoo made, they oscillate, and the whole fan actually oscillates, not just the head. That's awesome for what they are. Let's set this back up. Okay. And right here, this is a place to sit the remote on, if you guys are wondering. And there's the controls at the top, but I'm not going to use them. I'm just going to control the fan by the remote. I'm going to go ahead and keep the fan angled upwards a little bit just to make things easier. And being exactly like the, okay. Alright, sorry about that. It was a black screen, but anyway. So, in my opinion, I guess this is better than the fans that Woozoo made. I believe this right here is the water tank. I'm not sure. It's got misting nozzles in it. So just to show you guys, here's the controls at the top. I think this is the power button. And then this is fan speed, and I think that's oscillation. Yeah. I guess it does oscillate. Not sure. But I'm not gonna use those. Like I said, I'm gonna use the remote, so here's the remote. It's a pretty small remote, but it's basically the same remote that fans from Woozoo. And it's got a magnet on it just to mount it onto the back of the fan. So, yeah, and I have to hold the camera with this, so we'll go ahead and start it up. We'll start on the first speed. So the sequence is it'll do all the lights showing, and then it'll go down to one light just to make sure what speed it's on. As of now, this is on its slowest speed setting, and like the Woozoo fan that I have, it is very quiet, and it's actually blowing a pretty. I can't describe the breeze. It's okay. It's definitely not impressive, but it's there, and the fan is just phenomenally quiet. I think I might say that this is better than the Woozoo fan. I don't like the birds crowing, and I think there's like a freezer fan in the background. And the ceiling fan is not making any noise, so that's good. So we'll go ahead and crank it up. This is the remote again. This is the power button, if you're wondering. And this does the fan speed right here. This is speed number 2. A little bit faster. I can hear a tiny bit of noise, not great. Not that much, and the airflow is actually starting to pick up a little bit here. I'm not even sure if you guys can hear it, but you can probably hear the wind noise. Yeah, just to show you guys real quick, this thing actually tilts as well. For some reason, I don't think this does the same exact oscillation job as the Woozoo, where it'll go side to side and then up and down. But again, the Woozoo fan that I have is a table fan. This is a pedestal fan. Or maybe this can actually be converted to a table fan. Not sure. Anyway, here's speed number 3. Oh yeah, now it's starting to blow some air. And it's starting to make a little bit of noise, but not too much to where it's too loud. You can't use it while you're watching TV. I mean, that would probably be the Alaska, because the Alaska is actually pretty loud. I gotta be honest, you can actually probably sleep with this fan. I think this is better than the Woozoo fan, because it blows a lot more air and it's a lot more quieter. And I don't know if this has a timer on it. It probably does. I don't know what this button right here at the bottom does, though. So, yeah, let's go ahead and take it up to speed 4 now. And man, this thing is just powerful. Even though it's an outdoor fan, it can still be used indoors. It's just so quiet. And the airflow is just amazing. But there's speed 4. And here's speed 5. Even at full power, it still is very quiet. And the airflow is great overall. I think we should do the oscillation now. I think it's... And that's fan speed. The oscillation's on this button here. So yes, the fan does oscillate. You can kind of see it over there. It's blowing the plants. I'll just try to do this. But you can see the plants blowing. I'm gonna go ahead and stop this now. And we'll go ahead and so we're gonna go ahead and switch it back down to speed 1. And since I dropped the remote, I'm gonna use the buttons to turn it off. Okay, that's fan speed. All right, here we go. For having really deep pitched blades, the spin down is not that great. I definitely would recommend it to be longer, but that's if the fan has ball bearings. But it's not a great spin down time. But it's not about the spin down time. It's about the fan. It's about the fan's performance. So 10 out of 10 for this fan. It's a great fan. It blows a lot of air. It's very quiet, and although it's very expensive, it's worth the money. Thanks for watching. Peace.